Welcome to the Laker Pod. I'm a host, Brock Gibbons, joined with Chris Karen and Landon Ross. We will be updating you on Laker athletics for the week. October 10th, girls soccer traveled to Sockby Valley, winning 3-2. Volleyball went to Greeley and came home with a win. Field hockey played home versus Cape for senior night, ending in double overtime with a tie. Boys soccer had their senior night versus Sockby, winning 2-1.
October 11th, cross-country Western Maine Conference.
Some highlights include the boys placing 4th out of 15 teams, with Sam Laverdiere, Aiden Roberts, and Bobnice Tucker earning WMC All-Star recognition in the process. Sam placed 2nd, Aiden placed 8th, and Bobnice placed 13th. The girls placed 9th, with Abigail Roberts also earning a spot in the WMC All-Star team, with her 9th place individual finish.
Field hockey played their last regular season home game versus Yarmouth, losing 1-0. Also, volleyball played a game against G&G and lost.
October 13th, girls soccer traveled to Leavitt, leaving with a tie. Football went to Mount Ararat, losing 50-6. Boys soccer played home versus Leavitt, losing 2-5.
Upcoming week, Monday, October 16th, field hockey goes to Poland, varsity at 3:30, JV to follow. JV football plays home versus Mount Ararat, kickoff at 4.
Tuesday, October 17th, boys soccer at Trape, varsity 3:30, JV 5:15. Girls soccer home versus Trape, JV at 4, varsity at 6, senior night. Volleyball home versus NYA, JV 4:30, varsity 6.
Wednesday, October 18th, JV cross-country meet at home.
Thursday, October 19th, volleyball playoff game to be determined.
Friday, October 20th, football travels to Mount Ararat for their first playoff game.
Playoff preview. Volleyball, tonight at 6:30, Falmouth High School. Number 10 Lake Region travels to number 7 Falmouth in the prelim volleyball battle. Coach Scheibel mentioned these things when we discussed matchup. Feel confident. We are playing well. I watched some tape. If we can keep the pressure on the backline defense, that will put us in a very good spot. Common opponent was Deering. Both teams came up short, but LR was able to get a set against Deering, so match up-wise, this one should be pretty even. If volleyball wins, they play the next round on Saturday.
Ms. Polito discussed this when talking about the upcoming regionals for cross-country coming up this Saturday. All teams may enter the top 7 varsity runners. If the team places among top half of all teams competing, they will qualify in state meet. Last year, both boys and girls teams qualified, but this year girls are a little short-handed due to injuries. The boys have a very good chance of qualifying and potentially placing a pretty high score. If all goes well, individuals can also qualify. Even if their whole team does not place the top 30, last year Abigail Roberts placed 6th, even though the field was more competitive last year than this year. She should be able to qualify individually without any issues. Susie Butler also has a chance to qualify individually. Sam has the fastest run time in the region so far this season, so definitely a good chance of winning, but he will face some tough competition from G&G Carter Libby, as they have been going back and forth each time they've raced each other this season. Aiden and Bob Misch are top ranked 15.
Michael might be a surprise because he's been surprising me all season. The team score will really fall on our 4 to 7 runners, and they know this, so I'm expecting them to really go after it. The weather should make the things fun. Football plays Mount Ararat in the first round playoffs. They're going to really try and grind the game out, play like a possession game. They're altering their offense game plan, taking away the run and forcing the other team to throw is what they're going to do for defense, hopefully leading to turnovers.
So what does the week of practice look like for the upcoming playoffs?
For football, really, practice is a lot different. We just try and fine-tune our offense, come up with a defensive plan, but really just making sure everyone's healthy and ready to play. Watch a lot of film and go over formations so people aren't confused. Would you say the same thing, Landon?
I would say the exact same thing. Just make sure our offense is fluent, everybody knows what they're doing, and has the right mindset ready to go Friday.
What about you, Mia? What does field hockey do leading up to their playoff game? You guys play Greeley, right?
No, we play Gray New Gloucester.
Oh.
There's nothing really different. We just we go easier, I would say. We do more like team building activities. Like we have team dinner, and then we have like a few practices where we just play like games with each other.
Nice. Chris, what would you say for football?
Yeah, I feel like to go off of what you guys were saying, it's pretty much we're just trying to find a new way to work around our offense and defense, putting in a different formation for defense and offense to try to better our run and pass because it hasn't been working in the past that good.
So do you guys feel like you have more motivation for playoffs than like regular season games?
I wouldn't say it's more motivation. I'd say it's almost like you have one game to win, and if you lose, you're out for the year. So everyone wants to win and stay playing. So a lot of us are like focusing more on practice. I'd say, yeah, it's same motivation. We all want to win games, but if you lose, you're out. So we're all really trying to work together to get a win. Did you say the same thing, Landon? Or
Yes, sir.
what about you, Chris, about football?
Yeah, I think the same thing. It's like mainly like game over if we don't win, and we just gotta kind of lock in more. We haven't really been having the best season, so I mean this would be a very turning of the tables if we do manage to beat Mount Ararat.
What about you, Mia?
I would just say there's more pressure when it comes down to it.
Yeah.
So what's the feeling during like warm-ups before the game?
For me, it's honestly like going into this with like my friends, my family, and really we just gotta win, like do anything we can to win. So a little nervous, like butterflies are going in my stomach because with that, like we're gonna be smacking each other around and you know it. So honestly, just pumped up, nervous, butterflies, just ready to run through someone. What about you, Landon?
During warm-ups, I'm just very locked in on what I have to do and what can I do, and I'm very just settled down and nothing but focus on the game and what I can do before the game so I can prepare myself to win and to smack people in the mouth.
What about you, Chris?
Yeah, before a game, it's like the time to lock in and get stuff done. Like, I'm just trying to get nice and warm for the game. Just, it's not good to go into a game all cold and like tight, because then you'll end up like hurting yourself and you won't feel ready to play in the game. And yeah, what about you, Mia?
I get more nerves besides like other than a regular game because it's playoffs, so if you lose, you're out. But I just get nervous.
Yeah, I get that for sure.